Hey guys, this is Kacy Paide of The Inspired Office, theinspiredoffice.com. I'm the office organizing expert. And this week we're of course talking about our 5 favorite business books. And I'm doing this fireside chat style because it is freezing here in DC. I don't know if I like it very much, but this is how I stay warm. So, gosh, I do have 5 books. They're not all business books. Actually, few, if any of them are, technically. So, gosh, I guess the first one, I don't have a copy to show you right now, but it's Richard Branson's Losing My Virginity. It's basically Sir Richard Branson's autobiography. We all know Richard Branson to be one of the most creative billionaires out there, and it's a red book. Gosh, I'm a really slow reader, but it's a little long for me, and I read it at the on the beach last summer, I think, and it just blew my mind how the more authentic and the more creative and the more daring he is, the more money he makes. And it takes guts. And I'll be the first to admit I don't have 1/1,000,000th of the guts that that man has, but it's inspiring just to see that you can, break the rules and live on the edge and get paid for it and have more fun in your business. The more fun you have, the more money you make. So that is absolutely one of my top 5 favorite business books, of course, but if we're talking business books, it may be my actually my favorite business book. And the other book that I don't have that I wish I did is Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. I'm not sure if any of you follow the teachings of Abraham Hicks. The reason why I don't have that book is because it's so good that I've lent it out so many times over the years and it never made its way back to me, which is fine because I do my best to live by their rules every day. And the basic rules are, you ask for something, it already exists. It's your job to just sort of let go, have more fun, release all of your tension, and let your wishes and desires find you because you've already created them. And so much more, so much more. They teach that we all have to have more fun, and in some ways, like the Richard Branson book, the more fun you have, the more everything in your life sort of clicks and comes together. So that was Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. Another book that I'm reading right now that I just got in the mail yesterday is one that I started at my sister's house on Thanksgiving called A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And these types of books don't usually hold my attention, but I picked it up on Thanksgiving and in one sitting sat down and read about, never mind them, read about 50 pages without stopping, and it is just one aha moment after another. And it's Happy Pocket Full of Money. Of course it's about money, but the things they teach in here you can apply to absolutely everything. It's just about how to manifest things instantly and just instantly change your mindset so that you're kind of blissful in an instant. I'm not sure how else to describe it. I'm not too far into it, but I say run, do not walk to the bookstore, Amazon.com or whatever, and pick up A Happy Pocket Full of Money. It is an excellent, excellent read. People ask me all the time, Kacy, do you read organizing books? And honestly, I don't. I think I average one organizing book every 4 years or so. But for each of us in our individual fields, I'm sure we have idols. And my organizing idol is Peter Walsh. I do believe he's Australian. He's regularly featured on the Oprah show. And he's just an amazing, amazing consultant because his background, I think, so much isn't in organizing, it's in conflict resolution. So the way he can just use his words to have people create instant change after so many years of being stuck is just fascinating to me. And his style of organizing is so heartfelt that he's absolutely my organizing idol. And if I were to never read another organizing book, that would be okay, because I have Peter Walsh's book, It's All Too Much. So of course, if you struggle with disorganization, you can pick this up as well. And the other book I have, again, isn't technically a business book at all, but it is absolutely the book that most influenced me and where I am today. And that is, you'll love this, Tropical Architecture and Interiors. So the funny thing about this book is, look at this. This is Bali. This is just the most beautiful place on the planet, where I studied abroad in college. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this in an earlier video yet, but I did. I studied abroad in Bali, Indonesia, my senior year of college, and I had the time of my life. And if we, rewind 6-8 months before I actually got on the plane and went, you'll see me in the line at the Borders bookstore in Fredericksburg, Virginia, where I went to college. I went to Mary Washington College in Virginia. And I was standing there in line at Borders, and there are those bargain bin books while you're in line. And this book, this beautiful, beautiful book, was on sale for, I don't know, $12 or something. And I saw this landscape on the cover, and I thought, my goodness, that is officially the most beautiful place I have ever seen. Where is that? And wherever that is, I'm going to go there. So I bought the book, came home, got to my dorm or wherever I was living, flipped through it, and I saw that this was in Bali. I'd heard of Bali. I didn't know if Bali was, an island or a country or what country it was a part of, but I quickly found out Bali's in Indonesia, and the next thing I did was I thought, no, I really, really do want to go there, this place on the cover. So I started looking into study abroad programs, and I found one small study abroad program through the School for International Training in Vermont that took groups of students to Bali, and I applied and I got in. So I went to Bali for 4 months, and that was just a matter of months after picking this book up in the bookstore. So it's of course a beautiful book that I keep out, but every time I see it, it reminds me of my own power to manifest. And that sort of seems to be a theme in all of these books I've chosen. But every time I see this, it just reminds me, like I said, of my power to manifest and to just see something that I want and say, I'm going to figure out how to get there and do it. So if I'm ever feeling down or discouraged, I just remember, well, I did see a book once, and in a matter of months, I was, on the other side of the planet enjoying this exact place here. So hopefully that helps you out. To recap, my favorite books are Losing My Virginity by Richard Branson, Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks, Happy Pocket Full of Money, and It's All Too Much by Peter Walsh. And this book, which I'm sure is out of print, which means a lot to me but may not mean much to you, is called Tropical Architecture and Interiors. So I hope that helps. Happy reading and have a great week. Bye, guys.